Assistant Sergeant Jason Kanzler, Joey Booth, and Nick Goley. Wildcat Nation, get on your feet and meet tonight's starting lineup for Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Number 0, senior Daylon Hayes. Number 1, senior Trey Radcliffe. Number 11, senior Holly Busey. Number 20, senior Dakota Thomas. Senior number 23, Carliso Dukes. And senior number 3, Taylor Lovin.
It'll be the tip goes by Lovin to Radcliffe.
I'm speechless too.
All right, Radcliffe out front. Whoop, threw it away. Wildcats threw it away, and that will be Harrison to bring it across the timeline. A whole lot different lineup than we saw up at South Warren. And it's really different because I haven't got that guy's number. And ball almost lost, stolen by Lovin all the way down to Dokes. Drives, lays it up, no good. Tipped by Radcliffe, no good. And Lovin gets it, and it's good, and the foul. Smith gets the first one. Free throw in and out, no good. Harrison will bring it across the timeline. Radcliffe on him, passes on the left side, dropped it out of bounds.
Well, he had 3 Wildcats running at him. I'd have dropped it out of bounds too.
That was Clayton. Well, he didn't start one. They went down and got the coach to mark the starters. I should have known better than that, shouldn't I? And rebound, no good by the Wildcats, taken by Smith. Smith drives down and lays it up and good.
Basket by Jackson Smith.
Lovin to Radcliffe. We're tied at 2. Played a minute and a half. Radcliffe out front. Gives it to Utsi down in the corner. Looked at the 3. He looks at the 3 every time he gets it. To Dokes down in the corner to Radcliffe. To Lovin. Taven turns, spins, fakes, lays it up left-handed. No good. Tip, no good. And Thomas with the rebound was over the back. Be Dakota's first.
Dakota's got long arms, but they just weren't quite long enough that time.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's got that.
That's right.
Smith across the timeline for South Warren. Gives it on the left side to Martin. Martin holds the ball. Passes back out front now, and then on the right side again to Smith. Smith fires a 3 up, bounces no good, knocked around. Radcliffe comes down with it. He'll bring it up the floor. Drives all the way down, passes out to Lovin, puts it up, it's good, and a foul. Foul on number 22. That'll be Bryce Clayton, his first, team second.
And that's that classic Taven was in the air and he didn't give him room to come down, and they'll call it every time.
Yep. Free throw up, no good again. 0 for 2. Taven turns around and looks at the basket like, really?
I think it was moving.
Harrison with it on the right side. It goes to Martin. Martin passes back out front in the middle. Ball stolen by Utsi, and a foul called. Number 22 seems awful unhappy. That's his second.
Well, I don't know who he's talking to, but he's talking to somebody.
Maybe himself. 42 checking in is Moore.
Well, he's going to have more time to do it because he's on the bench now.
Yep. Free throw's good.
Six to 2 with 5:14 to go in the first quarter.
Across the timeline is Smith out front. Gives it up to Harrison. Harrison holds the ball. Almost walked. Back out front now to Martin. A long three-pointer up. Bounce is no good. Rebound. And threw it away. Looked like he was. And timeout called by South Warren and 30-second timeout. 6 to 2, Wildcats.
Trash receptacles are placed throughout the gym, and we ask that all fans please dispose of any and all trash in a correct manner.
Six to 2, Wildcats with the lead as we come back to play, and Loving will inbounds it to Radcliffe. Radcliffe walks it up. Works to the right side now. Back out front to Dokes, top of the circle. Back to Radcliffe on the left wing. And to Utsi, has to throw it back out. Almost an alley-oop, but pass was a little bit behind him. Loving gives it to Radcliffe up and in. Assist goes to Taven Loving. 8 to 2 Wildcats.
Full court pressure by the Wildcats.
Still in the backcourt is Harrison with it. Finally gets it into the front court on the left side, and then back out front to Smith. Smith gives it to Harrison. And passes underneath. Ball stolen by Lovin. And knocked out of bounds for South Warren. Checking in is Payne and Roby. Dalen not feeling really well tonight, but wanted to play. His coach didn't start him. Started Ollie, but checks into the ball game. And Radcliffe across the timeline to Roby on the right side. Nothing there. Gives it to Lovin, top of the circle. Back to Radcliffe. To Dokes. Dokes looks at the three, drives in, puts the shot up, and was fouled before he got the shot off. Martin with the foul. 4th team foul.
3:33 to go in the first. 8 to 2 Wildcats.
Another Moore checks in the ball game. That's just what I needed. There's 2 Moores in there at the same time. 3-point shot up, no good. And he went out of bounds, and the whole football team that's sitting on the front row was pointing to him.
Joe Plunk had all the help in the world.
Yeah, that's right. And it comes to Lovin. Taven turns, spins, puts the shot up, no good. Tip by Payne, no good. Rebound by South Warren, and a foul called on Lovin.
Number 3, Taven Lovin, his first, team second.
Well, Taven asked Todd Duff what he did and thought whatever the answer was funny.
The conversation didn't last long, did it? South Warren throws it away. The Wildcats will put it in play on the baseline. 8 to 2 Wildcats, 3:12 left in the first quarter. Josiah stands out to pass it in. And into Loving. Taven will turn, drive, spin, lays it up, no good. Looked like he got fouled, no call. They don't call those little ones like that. Shots up and bounces, no good. Rebound by Roby. Josiah just runs right away from him, gives it to Loving, and a foul called before Taven got the shot off. Foul on number 20, that's Smith, that's his second. And checking in is Howard. And 21 is Spike.
Coach
leading scorer.
Coach Cundiff trying to find a combination.
Well, he didn't start as leading scorer. The guy's averaging 12 a game. Number 12, or 21, I'm sorry. All right, Roby with it. Will back it out, gives it to Dokes, then to Loving. Heads for the basket, gives it down in the corner to Roby. Radcliffe drives, gives it back to Loving. He'll stuff it in. 2:20 left in the first quarter. Wildcats up by 8, 10-2 across the timeline. Is Bach. He gives it up to Howard. Down in the corner. And then back top of the circle in the middle, they go to the big guy. He walked, got away with it. Missed the shot anyway, and Loving rebounds. Down to Josiah. To Loving. Baseline, Payne puts a jumper up, got it. Minute 40 left in the first quarter, 12-2, 10-point lead by the Wildcats. Passes back out front now and loses the ball again, and on the run out is Radcliffe. He'll lay it up and in. His fourth point. Assist goes to Roby, and also the steal. Minute 19 left in the first quarter. 14-2 Wildcats. We'll be right back. You're listening to Wild.
About that. It's like Coach Preston putting white numbers on silver shirts. My gosh.
All right, here we go. Inbounds it comes. Across the timeline, Bike drives all the way down and pulls it back out. Fires one up, no good. Rebound by Utsi to Roby. Roby on the run. Drives all the way down, pulls it out to Radcliffe. Back to Roby, looks to the three. Faked it, drives, puts the shot up, and it will be a charging foul on Roby. His first.
You know, he says, I get that all the time. I believe I'll just charge somebody one time and see how it feels.
South Warren just threw it away.
Hunter James was looking for a three on that one.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised he didn't shoot, to tell you the truth. All right, it will be Hoffman checking in, and out goes Moore. 14-2, Wildcats with the lead and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Bass puts a shot up, no good. Rebound by Utsi. Out to Roby. Josiah drives, pulls it back out to Utsi and to Radcliffe. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Radcliffe loses the ball. Picked up by Utsi. Passes underneath, and Utsi threw it away. Beckham with it. He'll give it up to Boddick. Brings it across the line on the right side and then back out front. Martin gives it to Boddick. And to Beckham from the corner, a three-pointer up, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. And the quarter comes to a close. It's the Wildcats 14 and South Warren 2. We'll be right back here listening to Wildcat Country Sports.
Don't forget the next Wildcat home basketball game will be senior night next Thursday night, as the Wildcats will host the Glasgow Scotties.
South Warren will put it in play. Smith stands out. Gives it into Bike. Brings it across the line. On the right side it goes to Martin and back out front. Smith drives, puts the shot up. Good. All day long.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, Dokes across the line. Gives it down in the corner to Utsi. Three-pointer good all day long. 17-4, Wildcats with their biggest lead. Moore with it. Backs it out, goes down in the corner. Tries to feed it inside, can't do it. And gives it out to Smith. Smith drives. Pushes off, loses the ball out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by the Taven trying to plead a case there, but official said he was standing on the line when he touched it. So, all right. Jump shot up and no good. Rebound by Bass. Loving all the way down, gives it to Utsi. Wow.
All day long.
All day long. Assist from Loving. That's what, 2 already, I guess.
Yep.
Right out front is Bike. He gives it over to Martin. Back out front to Moore. Moore dribbles to the left side, gives it back to Martin. And steps back, fires one up, no good. Utsi with the rebound, gives it to Lovin. Lovin dribbles around everybody, lays it up and good. Didn't need much help that time.
No.
21-4 Wildcats. Out front, Martin with it. Gives it on the left side to Moore. He drives, shots up and good, and a foul on Utsi.
Got him off his feet.
Yep. Moore with the basket. And at the free throw line, puts it up, no good. So nary a hit free throw so far in this ball game. Wildcats up 21-6. Loving with it out front. Gives it to Bass. And back to Loving. Taven at the point now, telling everybody where to go and how to get there. Still dribbling into Bass, down in the corner. Jumper from the corner, good by Utsi, another 3. 8 points for Utsi. 5:24 left and a timeout. Well, they called a timeout.
No, they had the net was hung up on the rim.
Oh, okay. Well, they did call a timeout.
No timeout.
They just wasn't charging anybody. Charged to the referee.
Yeah.
All right, Martin with it on the left side. Gives it back out to Smith, top of the circle. Smith drives, gets underneath and has to pass it back out. Martin passes it back to Smith, lays it up. No good. Rebound by Thomas to Lovin. Oh! They missed the slam. It bounced way back, and Dakota Thomas went and got it. Dakota says, just for that, I'm going to shoot a 3. No good. Rebound by Smith. Gets it over to Martin. Back out to Bike. He'll drive in, throws one up, rolls across, no good. Thomas with the rebound. Gives it to Taven. 4.5 minutes left. Try to hit Bass underneath. Couldn't control it, and Bike with it. And ball stolen by Lovin. Dokes all the way down and has a shot blocked, and that wasn't a shot. It was a pass intended for Taven Lovin and a alley-oop, and do what? Moore called for the foul.
Must have been away from the ball because the ball was swatted.
And there wasn't nothing, no foul there, was there? 24-6, Wildcats with the lead at the 4:19 mark. All right, here we go. Ball out underneath into Dokes. To Payne and into Lovin. Turns, spins, puts it up. Good, and a foul.
Hey, good job. Hey, way to execute.
I think Payne with that assist, wasn't it?
Yes.
26-6, 20-point lead for the Wildcats, their biggest. Smith comes out of the ball game. Taven back of the line. We're going to have to hit a free throw, and we do. First free throw of the game that's been made. In the backcourt. Harrison with it. Gets it up to Beckham. Beckham kicks the ball out. Good
That could have
job.
hurt me.
If it would have. Anyway, all right, Martin with it. He gives it over to Harrison. Harrison gets double teamed. Gives it back over to Martin. Back over to Harrison. And ball bounced off of Taven. And come in bounds.
That's what we're doing, ma'am. Playing a little basketball.
That's
Up
what we're
27-6.
That's right. All right, Martin with it. Gives it to Beckham. Beckham passes on the left side now to Harrison. Cross courts it. to Martin down in the corner. Three-pointer up, no good. Dokes with it on the run all the way down. Gives it to Thomas, who backs it out to Payne. Puts the shot up, no good. Rebound by South Warren. Moore with it. Down in the corner and then back across to Moore. And back out front to Martin. Puts a three-pointer up.
Sophomore three-point shot by Tyler Martin.
First three of the night for South Warren. Radcliffe across the line. Drives all the way down, puts the scoop shot up and in.
That didn't even hit the backboard either. That was a...
He just dropped it in, didn't he? 6 points for Trey, and South Warren brings it across the line. Harrison out front. Radcliffe on him. Drives and a foul. Called on Radcliffe. That'll be his first. Utsi checks back in. Roby checks back in. Payne will check out, and Thomas checks out.
Number 4 for South Warren.
Howard checks back into the ball game for South Warren. Inbounds to Beckham. Beckham to Howard. Down in the corner to Martin. Tries to drive and throw the ball away. Wildcats on the run to Roby. Drives, lays it up, no good. Tip, no good. Utsi up, no good. Utsi up again the third time. Put it in. 10 points for Ollie. Second Wildcat in double figures, 31-9. Biggest lead by the Wildcats, obviously. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Lovin. And down to Utsi and turns, lays it up and in. So 10 and 2's 12. Harrison is fouled by Roby, his second. Substitute in the ball game is Clayton, one of the starters. Martin tosses it in to Beckham. He gives it back out to Clayton on the left side. And a charging foul called on South Warren.
Lowered that shoulder.
Yes, he did. Martin, his second. And Lovin into Radcliffe, and he'll give it back to Lovin, and Taven will bring the ball across the timeline. A minute and a half left in the first half. 33-9, Wildcats with the lead. And there's the alley-oop they've been looking for. Radcliffe to Lovin. Martin across the timeline. Stops at the three-point line, puts one up and got it. That's his second three, 6 points for him.
Coming up on a minute in the half.
35-12 the score. Wildcats with the lead. Radcliffe with it out front, gives it to Roby. Josiah down to Radcliffe to Roby. 47 seconds left in the first half. Dokes, Roby, Dokes, Utsi, Lovin, and Utsi off an assist by Lovin. I'll tell you one thing, anybody that looks at this game, Wildcats are giving them something else to look at. 22 seconds left, 37-12. Drives, passes down in the corner, back out to Martin. Lovin on him. Forces him back out. Inside to Beckham, turns, spins, shot blocked by Lovin. Down the floor to Roby, puts it up, and an intentional foul called. Intentional foul is on number 4. And Josiah Roby will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws here, and then the Wildcats will get the ball with 3 seconds left in the quarter, or in the half. Josiah steps up, knocks it down. That was not a rough or tough. It was just put his hands on him and grabbed him from the back.
And I tell you,
Josiah gets both free throws.
I've actually seen worse than that not it was a correct call. I've seen worse than that not called, which is somewhat frustrating. But when you put your hand in their back and push them, that's got to be intentional.
Well, I don't say I could be anything else. All right, Wildcats will put it in play on the baseline. Roby gives it into Lovin, turns, spins, puts it up, no good, and the quarter comes to a close. Franklin Simpson 39 and South Warren 12. Score, Wildcats with the lead as we get ready to begin the second half. It's the 5 who started the game. Lovin, Radcliffe, Dokes, Utsi, and Thomas. I don't feel as bad as I did now a while ago. The coach wrote Beckham in on my book and put the wrong number down for him. All right, here we go. Thomas out front on the right side to Radcliffe. And cross courts it to Thomas. He's up with a 3. Got it.
Wildcats three ball, Dakota Thomas.
Smooth shot. He and Ollie both have such smooth shots for big guys.
Boy, they do, don't they? His first basket, 42-12, 30-point lead for the Wildcats. Down on the right side, they go with it. And then on the left side, almost stolen ball, hit him in the nose. And Trey's called for the foul. That's his second.
Foul on Trey Radcliffe, his second, team's first.
Trying for a steal, and he just got on the guy. Inbounds it comes to Hill. Back out front, and then on the left side now, and then back out front again to Moore. Right side to Hill. To Bike. Puts the shot up. Good. His first 2 points of the night.
Basket by Eddie Ball.
Bach is their leading scorer with averaging 12 a game, and he didn't even start and got his first 2 points here in the third quarter. Radcliffe stays out of the double team to Thomas. Radcliffe on the left side to Dokes. Back out to Radcliffe. He drives to Dokes, open for a 3. Got it.
Wildcats three ball, Carliso Dokes.
45-14. And jumper from the side, a 3-pointer
Sophomore three-point basket by Tyler Martin.
by Martin. Lovin across the timeline, gives it to Dokes down in the corner. Another 3, no good, tipped out. Radcliffe's got it and backs it out. Set it up on the right side to Thomas. He'll fire a 3 up.
Wildcats three ball.
Have we gotten anything but threes in this quarter?
No, we have 3 of them. 9 points, 48-17. 3-point shot up by South Warren, no good. Utsi all the way down, and Utsi slams another one down. 16 points, and it is 50-17. And coach backs the press off. Can't blame him for that.
Nope.
50-17. Count the basket and the foul. And the foul goes.
Basket by Eddie Ball is good. Foul number 20, Dakota Thomas. His second.
Thomas.
Team second.
Coda with his second.
Eddie Ball at the free throw line.
2, 4, 6. They're going to let them play with one extra player? No, they're not. They're going to make it good.
Well, at least the official didn't stop the game, tell him he had to get off the floor, did he?
Nope.
Thomas with the rebound on the miss. Loving all the way down. Drives. Oh, got pushed.
That's
Coach asking for a push, and he did.
sure he did.
And sometimes, just like that one, they did not call it. But Lovin goes to the free throw line for a couple here, puts it up, got it.
One of these days he's going to get hurt when they let him, because they've let him do it all year long.
Free throw up and good.
Hey, get a stop.
52-19. Martin with it, left side to Bike. Back out front to Beckham. And to Smith. Martin, Harrison to Smith. Martin with it, puts the jumper up, no good. Rebound by Radcliffe to Lovin. Another alley-oop try, and Utsu was going back over his head with it, and he got shoved. A pretty nice pass there, but Lovin was setting him up that time.
He was just too far. I mean, really, it wasn't a deal of showmanship to try to do it over his head. That was all that was left.
No, I think they practiced that. But anyway, free throw's good. They like to show off a little bit sometimes, don't they? 53-19, and now 54-19. $18 points for Utsi. Beckham with it. Back out front to Smith. Smith drives, and Lovin will draw the foul, I think.
What? Jackson Caudle trying to do a little coaching.
Oh, is it? 5 new players in for the Wildcats with 4:15 left. All right, Moody and Roby, Bass, Blackwell, and Payne in for the Wildcats. And it comes deep. And then back out to Harrison. Left side it goes. Smith with it. Dribbling, drives, and foul called on. Who was that on? Payne?
Payne.
And it comes deep. Shots up, no good. And the charging foul. Bike gets his first on the charge.
Jordan Bass has fun. I don't care where he is or what he's doing. He's having a good time.
Let's see if they throw him an alley-oop.
Yeah.
On the left side, Moody into Bass. Turns, spins, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound, I think he walked to his truth.
Yeah.
Bike with it.
Maybe a little bit.
On the left side. And then down in the corner to Beckham. Drives, pushes it out to Harrison. Three-pointer up from the side, no good, and Payne with the rebound. Wildcats on the run. Gives it to Bass, puts the shot up, and a charge.
Offensive foul on the third forward, Jordan Bass, his first, team's fifth. Indicating the South Warren, number 4, Austin Howard, and number 11, Seth.
Howard checks back in for South Warren.
Clock is running.
54-19 and a running clock, which makes the game over with a whole lot quicker for you and I. Harrison across the line. And back out front. And back to Harrison. Takes a dribble to Clayton. Smith with it. Harrison drives. Oh, how fancy. A three-point shot up, and he got it.
Southmore, three-point basket by
Clayton. 54-22. Moore with it. Oh, I'm sorry. Roby with it. Bass, top of the circle. Gives it to Roby. Josiah drives, gives it to Sam. Blackwell gives it back to Roby, lays it up and in. 4 points for Josiah. Harrison across the timeline. 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Right side to Clayton. Back to Harrison. To Smith. Looks at the three. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Goes deep. Ball on the floor and picked up by South Warren. Jump shot up from the circle. Good by Hoffman. Hoffman's first basket. To Moody down in the corner. Drives, gives it back out to Blackwell. Sam with it. Gives it to Moody. A three-pointer up. No good. Harrison. Shots up. No good. Rebound by Blackwell. And the horn goes off. Wildcats leading it 56-24 after three quarters.
Once again, next Thursday night is senior night at the FS Gym, as both the Wildcats and Lady Cats will host the Glasgow Spartans.
WBKO by Gene Burke. Be on the 10 o'clock news, so looks like you're going to have plenty of time to get home and tune in. It's a real nice job by Burke, and you'll see Mr. Byram, one of the heroes on Iwo Jima, who was wounded, and so can't forget those guys, Steve.
Nope.
All right, South Warren with the basketball. He gives it up to Howard. Back over his head, no good. And that's number 3 in the ball game. That's Smith. Tay Jones drives, puts a jump shot up, no good, and out of bounds in the ball game for the Wildcats. Covington and Tay Jones, and the other one is D. Ragland. D with a sore foot and missed a couple of games. Looks like he's back in pretty good shape right now. Glad to see him back on the floor.
Got a haircut. I almost didn't recognize him.
Ball slapped loose, but picked back up by South Warren. Drives, throws it up, hit the bottom of the rim. Gets his own rebound, stolen by Covington. Gives it up to Jones. Tay across the line to Moody. Moody to Covington. He'll drive. Puts a jump shot up. Good.
look at the bench. All of the starters jumped up at the same time to cheer that Covington basket.
58-24. 6:30 left in the ball game. Actually 60. No, it's 58. I wish they wouldn't do that to me. I'm having enough trouble as it is. Moore with it. Shot from the corner up, no good. Rebound up and in by Jolin Moore. Ragland across the timeline to set it up. Right side it goes to Moody. Moody drives and call for the double dribble.
He did push him.
Yep.
That's the same kid that pushed Taven and got the intentional foul.
Well,
don't say much at a 58-26 game, though, do you?
No. 5:30 left in the ball game. Clock running. Wildcats with a big lead of 58-26. Out front it goes to Moore. And shots up, no good. Rebound by Covington up to D, down to Blackwell. Stops, lays it up, rolled off, no good. Oh, man. Hill with it, brings it all the way down, and Ragland will be called for a foul.
And in Sam's defense, he was a little far under the basket.
Let's see, 32 is Mason Day, 31 is Trey Turner for South Warren. All right. Well, he just turned around. I thought he was passing somebody, but anyway, a three-pointer up by Ragland.
I love watching the kids that get to play the most on this team when some of the kids that don't play so much do well.
And Sam almost a steal, still after it. Blackwell with the foul and going to the free throw line. I don't know who that is, doesn't matter. Covington with it. He had 17 players listed. Sam with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound by South Warren. 3:40 left in the game, 61-26. And ball knocked loose, but picked up by South Warren. Drives, puts a shot up, no good. Actually hit the bottom of the rim. Blackwell, the rebound, gives it to D, and D gets tripped. Foul on. Don't have him down either. Jonas Smith checks in for South Warren. I've got him. 3 minutes left in the game. 61-26. Tay Jones across the timeline with the ball. Drives in, passes down in the corner. Ragland with another three. Got it.
Wildcats three by D. Ragland.
And left side it goes for South Warren underneath. And a foul called on Tay Jones.
Tay Jones, his first, team's eighth.
Tay Jones was determined to get his scratch in the scorebook.
Yeah.
Harrison Tucker at the free throw line, shooting one.
Tucker with a free throw. Got them both. 64-28.
Well, the football team has gotten in rare form here late.
Well, they remember some other games and other times. Tay Jones out front drives in and a foul. He'll call for the foul. Only the fifth team foul against South Warren. 2 minutes left in the game. Tay Jones gives it to Covington. Covington turns, spins, back to Jones. Three-pointer up, no good. And littlest guy tips it, out. D. Ragland, high in the air, tipped it away from a South Warren guy out to Moody, and the foul was called. And in the corner to Moody. Drives, gives it to Covington, turns, spins, puts a jumper up, no good. Tip by Sam, no good. And finally, South Warren brings it down. Ball stolen, but Jones up and in. Minute 18 left in the game, 66-28. And Ragland picks up his second. Hadn't lost his shooting eye. Hill puts it up. Good. And no good. Rebound by Tay Jones. Minute left in the game. Tay to Moody. Moody drives, stops, puts the jumper up. No good. Rebound by South Warren. Spartans bring it across the line and lost it, but picked it up. Out front, drives in. Sam steals it, gives it to Ragland. D with it. To Tay Jones.
Oh, what a pass. Tay with another steal.
And he gets fouled. Look at him. Look at Oh, they're having a little fun.
I tell you, as entertaining as anything is watching the guys on the bench.
I know it. Shooting a couple of free throws here. Puts it in the air. No good. 10 players in the scoring column for the Wildcats. Everybody has played tonight, obviously. Second free throw, no good. Sam with it, puts it up and in. 11 players in the book with 12 seconds left, 70-29. South Warren with it. Covington trying to steal it. And ball kicked out of bounds, and that'll be the ball game. Wildcats win it 70-29, and we'll be back with the wrap-up for you right after these.
Your Wildcats return in action next Thursday night for senior night against Glasgow. Girls, boys, no header beginning at 6.